Hello viewers and my dear students, this presentation is delivered by Professor Pranav Kumar Shete. Today we are going to learn our first chapter Front Office Accounting from Section 2, Accommodation Operations 1 HS 303. This chapter will make us understand the following operations carried out at the hotel front office. Accounting fundamentals. Record-keeping system in, non-automated, semi-automated and fully automated hotels. Credit monitoring and charge privileges. Cash sheet. Floor limit, house limit. Accounting fundamentals. The hotel front office is responsible for maintaining accurate and up-to-date accounts. The process of maintaining starts from the first stage of guest cycle, that is pre-reservation, and has to be carried out through all the stages of guest cycle. This helps in providing efficient service to the guest during his checkout for final billing and benefits the hotel for not having losses. Maintaining and updating folios at regular intervals. Ensuring control over cash and non-cash transactions. Ensuring proper postings from point of sales to individual guest and non-guest accounts. There are basically two types of accounts that are maintained by the hotel front office. Guest account. The guest account is our record of all the financial transactions that occur between the hotel and the guest. It includes the room rent, taxes applicable, food and beverage bills, use of laundry services, etc. Guest accounts are created when guests guarantee their reservations or when they register at the front desk. Usually when the guest gives an advance payment for confirmation of his booking, an account is created, or when a pre-authorization is taken from the guest credit card or billing company, an account is created by the hotel front office. The front office usually seeks payment for any outstanding guest balance during the settlement stage of the guest cycle. The front desk cashier or receptionist presents the final bill to the guest, which includes all the postings that are done during the guest stay, which are cross-checked by the guest, and the bill is settled with the method of payment applicable. Non-guest accounts or city accounts. Non-guest accounts are created to track deferred transactions. These are accounts created for non-resident guests who do not use the accommodation facility of the hotel but use other facilities on regular basis, which include banqueting, business centers, fitness centers, etc. Hotel may extend charge privileges to local businesses, agencies, firms for using hotel facilities for generating revenue, and the payments can be settled at a later date as agreed by the business and the hotel. These type of transactions are recorded in non-guest accounts. A non-guest account can also be created when an in-house guest fails to settle his bill during checkout, and the dues can be collected on a later date. Usually the responsibility of collecting the payments from non-guest accounts is passed on the hotel back office or the finance department. It includes collecting payments from banks who issue credit cards to the guest, company guests, tour operator guests and local businesses. Folios. Front office transactions are typically charged on account statements called folios. Folio is a statement of all transactions, debits and credits, affecting balance of a single account. When an account is created, it is assigned a folio with a starting balance of 0. All transactions that increase, debits, or decrease, credits, balance of the account are recorded on the folio. At settlement, guest folio should be returned to a 0 balance by cash or by transferring balance to an approved payment card or direct billing account. The process of recording transactions on a folio is called posting. A transaction is posted when it has been recorded on the proper folio in the proper location, and a new balance has been determined. Guest folio. It is maintained for recording transactions of an in-house guest. Master folio. It is a summary of all the folios maintained by the front desk and helps in viewing all accounts at once. Non-guest folio. It is maintained for recording transactions of guests who are non-residents but use hotel facilities. Employee folio. Are maintained for the employees of the hotel who wish to use the hotel facilities. Permanent folio. Are maintained for auditing purpose. Split folio. Are usually created for groups, billed to company guests, Tour operator guests, for ensuring collection of payments which are not guaranteed by the company. Vouchers. Vouchers is the details of the transaction. Information gathered at the source of transaction and is, hence, a supporting documents used only for internal control purposes. Some of the commonly used vouchers in the hospitality industry. Types of vouchers prepared and maintained by front desk. These have to be approved by cashier, front office manager, guest, and finance department. Cash voucher. These are prepared against any cash transactions occur between hotel and the guest. Credit card voucher, a form designated by the credit card company to be used for imprinting the credit card and recording the amount charged. Travel agent vouchers. The travel agent forwards a voucher to the hotel as proof of payment and guarantees that the prepaid amount will be sent to the hotel when the voucher is returned to the travel agency for payment. Transfer vouchers. A voucher used to support a reduction in balance on one folio and an equal increase in balance on another. Transfer vouchers are used for transfers between guest accounts and for transfers from guest accounts to non-guest accounts when they are settled by credit cards. Paid out voucher, a voucher used to support the cash disbursed by the hotel on behalf of a guest. Encashment certificate. When a foreign currency exchange occurs between the hotel and the guest. Allowance voucher, a voucher used to support an account allowance extended to a guest. Ledgers maintained at front desk. Ledger is a summary of grouping of accounts maintained at the front desk. The front office commonly separates accounts receivable into two subsidiary groups. Guest ledger. The guest ledger is the set of guest accounts that correspond to registered hotel guests. Guests' financial transactions are recorded onto guest ledger accounts to assist in tracking guest account balances. City ledger, it is also called the non-guest ledger, is the collection of non-guest accounts. If a guest account is not settled in full by cash payment at checkout, the guest's folio balance is transferred from the guest ledger to city ledger in the accounting division for collection. Record-keeping systems. Non-automated, guest folios in a manual system contain services of columns for listing individual debit, charge, and credit, payment, entries accumulated during occupancy. Semi-automated, guest transactions appear sequentially on a machine-pasted folio. The information recorded for each transaction includes the date, department, amount of transaction and new balance of the account. Fully automated, transactions may be automatically posted to an electronic folio. Charge privileges. To establish charge privileges, guest may be required to present valid payment card or direct billing authorization at registration. An automated system will allow credit to be established when reservation record is created. Typically, hotel obtains number and expiration date of guest's payment card and electronically requests amount guarantee from card company. Once a line of credit has been approved, guests can make charge purchases at hotel points of sale. Charge privileges. Guests who use cash to pay for accommodations are typically not extended charge privileges. These guests are called paid in advance or PIA guests. In an automated front office system, PIA accounts are usually set to a no-post status. In addition to guests, local businesses or residents may apply to hotel for charge privileges. Credit monitoring. Front office staff must monitor guest and non-guest accounts to ensure they remain within acceptable credit limits. Guests using a payment card may be extended a line of credit equal to floor limit authorized by the card company. Guests and non-guests with other credit arrangements are subject to credit limitations, house limits, set by the front office. Accounts approaching their floor or house limit are called high-risk or high-balance accounts and must be carefully monitored. High-risk accounts, front office may ask payment card company to authorize additional credit, or request that guests make a partial payment. Some hotels may employ a full-time credit manager to review high-risk accounts. House limit. The front desk will set a limit to which the guest can charge to their account, and this limit is known as the house limit. The front desk must regularly check guest accounts that have been given these charge privileges to ensure that the house limit is not exceeded. The house limit of credit, a credit limit set by an individual hotel, can vary, depending on the amount of projected charges and the length of time allowed for charges to be paid. The credit rating of the individual or corporation in question will play a large part in assigning a credit limit. House limits become particularly important with bill-to-account and direct billing. The hotel guests, both corporate representatives and private guests, may also use the bill-to-account, a pre-authorized account that allows guests to have their charges processed on a regular billing cycle without the use of a credit card to settle an account. Typically, a list of people who are authorized to use the account as well as authorized positions within the corporation and identification cards with an authorization number are issued by the hotel. Floor limit. The floor limit, the maximum credit limit, given to different types of guest will be set by the hotel management. Any guests who had exceeded this floor limit is captured on the report high balance guest. It is the responsibility of the night auditor/night manager to prepare this report every night after day closing. Thank you for watching this video. Hope it has helped in understanding the concept of front office accounting. Stay tuned for some more videos.